So if you got blues trivia, and you guys want to talk blues, you need to come up and be a guest at some point. Let's give them a big round of applause. That was a little too much.
Yep, bring it down. We're not that good.
All right, we're good. We're good. What's up, St. Louis? This is episode number 379 all time, which puts us at season 11, episode 3 of Let's Go Blues Radio. We are never duplicated. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance by switching to the original St. Louis Blues Hockey Podcast, Let's Go Blues Radio. Special thanks to RockinIDLife.com and CenterIceBurrito.com for proudly sponsoring the show. Please check them out. It's Saturday, October 15th, 2022. We're broadcasting live on location in downtown St. Louis, directly across the street from Busch Stadium, home of the 11-time world champion St. Louis Cardinals.
Woo!
Can you imagine winning 11 Stanley Cups?
11 Stanley Cups. We'll be lucky to get one more in our lifetimes, I think.
I'll take one more. 11 would tie us with Detroit for third in the NHL. This should be a lot of fun today. Later on, we're going to have some fun with some prizes. We'll do some blues trivia. We'll have some other games. Fun will be had by all. So if you're in the area, come on down to Cardinals Nation and enjoy some food, drink specials, the fantastic atmosphere. We'll be here until about 6:30, and after that, we'll be hanging out and watching the Blues open the season against the Columbus Blue Jackets right down the road from here at Enterprise Center. There's a lot of sexy people tonight, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I mean, behind the three of us, yes.
Drew Carey?
No, not us, not including us. Clearly not.
This goes out to all the sexy people in the house. And to quote Les Nessman, I would describe the now as curious but well behaved. Who got that?
Very nice.
Did I get that?
Nice.
The Thanksgiving episode?
Turkeys,
yes.
Oh
my God, they're turkeys.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Yeah, you're a little too young for that.
Oh, you didn't get that? Are you
No.
serious? What?
I'm only 16. Come on.
Are you aware of WKRP in Cincinnati?
Yes, I am. Let's move on, shall we?
Let's not embarrass Steph any more than we already have. Let's do our official beers, episode number 379. You can follow each of us on the Untapped. My handle is CPrice12, Jeff is JPonder94, and Bill is Billy Bluno 33. Who's first? Bill.
It's me this season.
All right, what do you got, Bill?
Until the first bad losing streak, that is. I am doing the Breckenridge Vanilla Porter. It's fall, so I'm going back to my rule that if you can see through your beer, it's not dark enough.
See, yeah, I'm with you. The stouts, the porters.
Stouts and porter season, baby.
Yeah. Jeff, what do you got?
I'm rocking Kona tonight. Kona's awesome. Where's the? I definitely don't know where the cameras are tonight. But I am rocking the great beer. They have it down in Enterprise. So if you're heading down to the game tonight, pick yourself up a Kona. It's good stuff.
I've got the mango. Who makes Mango Cart? Who does it?
I think the company's name is Mango.
It's AB, right? It's got to be AB.
Yeah.
Anheuser-Busch.
That's
nice and fruity. Drink it while you can because this is not going to be around much longer. I think we're going to do our idea spot. What do you think?
Sure. We've talked for 30 seconds. Let's do it.
We'll get into the some blues talk here right after this word from ID Life.
Beer league hockey night, I grab my hockey bag and sticks and throw them in the trunk of my car, and the very next thing I do, I mix up a boost of energy courtesy of RockinThatIDLife.com. It's formulated to break up its delivery in 3 ways, which helps me get through all 3 periods of hockey. Phase 1 provides a rapid onset of energy, concentration, alertness, and motivation. By period 2, I'm receiving a dose of sustained energy, increased focus, metabolism, cognitive function, performance, and feelings of well-being, which I need with the way I play. In Phase 3, I'm getting fatigue protection without jitters and crash, an elevated mood, and a reduction of fluid retention to help me make the big play when it counts. This same triphasic approach helps me when I drink it during work hours or simply just for a pick-me-up when I need it. Try one of the 4 energy flavors by visiting RockinThatIDLife.com, but make sure to email Dustin at RockinThatIDLife@gmail.com and tell him Let's Go Blues Radio sent you to receive an additional 10% off your order. That's RockinThatIDLife.com.
There we go.
There we go.
We're back. Okay. So the Blues have announced they're creating a Blues Hall of Fame, which is something we've been begging for years, and they've finally listened to us. So the 10th,
That's what it was. It was us.
It's all
You could all thank us.
I mean, that's why Chris Pronger got his number retired because of
Yes.
Did you know, though, the Blues are not the only team that are launching their Hall of Fame this year. Dallas is also doing it. So maybe, and that's the only other one I'm aware of. This is something that's being pushed all the way around the league. But
Yep.
We've wanted it.
So, like I said, we're here until 6:30, and the Blues are opening against the Columbus Blue Jackets this evening. Big opening day for the Blues. Columbus should not be much of a test.
Well, hang on a second. We done talking about
No, I got a note from the guy in charge. So
that guy.
Just be a good co-host.
I'm a terrible co-host. You've known me for 11 years. Come on.
So we've got 10 automatic Hall of Fame members: Al McInnes, Bob Gassoff, Bobby Plager, Barkley Plager, Sid Solomon Jr., the first owner of the Blues, Brian Sutter, Brett Hall, Bernie Federico, Chris Pronger, and Dan Kelly,
And Peter Sena.
Anytime you score your first goal against Patrick Waugh. So Jim Montgomery is also in.
Well, and then, of course, they're going to have like a name section, right? Like best names in Blues history. So Vladimir Chepeturkin's already in, right?
Glad we got that out of the way.
See, I think people who may not think you're serious. Oh, Peter Sena, who's this person? They're going to go back to their friends and say, yes, I heard Peter Sena.
No. Peter Sena will never be in any Hall ever, except for the Hall of Fame of terrible NHL Hobie Baker winners.
From October 3rd to 10th, fans could vote at stlblues.com on another inductee to be included. In order to be eligible for the Blues Hall of Fame as a player, the player must have at least 3 seasons or 200 games played in the note, which includes regular season and playoffs. They must be NHL and demonstrate exceptional attributes in the areas of playing ability, sportsmanship, character, and contributions to the St. Louis Blues. And have won the Stanley Cup or a major NHL award during their tenure with the St. Louis Blues.
That's an odd one.
Yeah,
That's so.
I don't like that one because if you look of the 10 people that they automatically induct, what is it? 8 don't meet that requirement. So what?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I mean, we all love Bobby Plager here, but he never won anything.
Never won a major award.
Yeah. And then there's been talk like the people like Pavel Dimitra. I know he won something. Lady Bing. Yeah. But like there was a long list of people that are up for induction that it's like they don't meet this requirement. Yeah, very odd. Just an odd choice by the Blues to include that. When you've only won one Stanley Cup in history, that's odd, right? To say you have to have won the Stanley Cup or a major NHL award.
Or a major award, yeah. Maybe they have the leg lamp from a front window. That's the major
award.
That's a major award.
It's from Fragile.
Yeah, it's Fragile. Who would you guys nominate as the 11th inductee? I mean, I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah,
no? Maybe
we are.
Pavel Dimitra?
Pavel Dimitra is the only, and it was shocking to hear, like Chris Kerber on 105.7. He didn't mention, he said, I sent it to you guys. He said Glenn Hall. I'm drawing a blank on the other two. But I was like, you're not even, why not Pavel Dimitra? And then Bill's favorite player of all time, Michael Liut, is a guy I think that deserves a lot of praise for what he did.
Right, and my vote is Liut over Dimitra. The thing is, this is the first year, so they're going to induct people as they go. And I think the way I feel about it is they're approaching it like the classic old boys network. Is this good enough?
Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? It's they're approaching it from at least the votes that I saw from Rutherford and from Kerber, or at least who they talked about, they thought should get in. They're going back to the original team. Right there, Glenner. I forget who the others.
Glenn
were.
Hall. I know Gary Unger was another one you mentioned, which Unger was a hell of a hockey player.
He's got the Iron Man thing.
Iron Man streak with 972. Was that his games played? I mean, ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, a lot of good reasons to put these people in, but not ahead of that we're
Right.
seeing involved.
Yeah, and I of course, Mike Lee is my all-time favorite St. Louis Blue. That's the guy I want in there. He qualifies because he won the Lester Pearson Award, player MVP in '81, I believe it was. So he's got the major award. Glenn Hall, if you talk about other goalies that should get in, Glenn Hall, he did have the Vezina in '68, '69, but he split that with Jacques Plante. So if they're going in first year, maybe put both of those guys in.
Glenn Hall did win a cow. Not Glenn Hall. Unger.
Gary Unger.
Gary Unger.
Gary
won a
Unger
cow.
won a cow.
That is a major
So
award.
that's a major award.
So when back in the day, if you
Won a
won
cow.
the NHL All-Star Game MVP, they would give you a cow.
Well, that one time they did.
They've done other things. I think that a goat was once awarded. Very odd.
A goat seems
very
weird.
odd.
It was a goat. It's true. It's science. You can't argue science. We're down here at Cardinals Neighbors Radio, broadcasting live until 6:30, and then watch the Blues open the season against the Columbus Blue Jackets. There are drink specials. There are food specials.
And Columbus is in the Mideast, right?
Columbus is in the Mideast. For those of you who heard our last show, we wondered why there's a Midwest but not a Mideast in the United States.
We decided Detroit and Columbus should be in the Mideast.
Yeah, there's a Midwest. Like how the northern states were claiming the Midwest, which didn't make sense to me. I don't like that.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah.
So you said there's drink special. You have them by hand. Do you know what they are?
There are actually. We tweeted it out.
I'm looking. I'm
Do you
looking.
have it?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to pull it up. I didn't
It's,
know if you had it on you.
Yeah, there's what?
So it's 25% off appetizers
There you
right now. $20 Bud Family Buckets. I like family buckets. That just sounds, hey, get your whole family down here and have a Bud.
It sounds inappropriate.
Yeah, it does. But hey, that's what we're all about on the show. $5 cocktail specials as well. So make sure you ask your server our specials going on right now, because we are all getting ready for the big game tonight here in St. Louis. The Mideast Columbus Blue Jackets coming into St. Louis for the first time this season. And hey, how about the fact that the NHL has already started? I mean, literally over a week ago, and the Blues are finally getting a game in tonight.
Yeah.
I think the next time they play is in December.
The season is half over.
Yeah, right.
Is what it is.
Yeah, tonight is not till Wednesday next week in Seattle. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that actually correct?
Some
Yeah.
teams,
Oh, my God.
Some teams will have played 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, it's crazy
Yeah, I
how
think,
slow the Blues started.
Nashville has already played, 3 games?
Yeah.
And we're looking at our first game
Of
tonight.
those, of course, were in Europe. In the NHL, did a terrible job of marketing.
Yeah, they had NHL regular season games going on while the preseason was still going.
Right. That was weird.
Did you guys look at the NHL scores page on NHL.com that day? It was because you're looking at scores for the preseason and the regular season.
I did not, because I forgot that they were even playing over.
Yeah, I didn't even really care.
I only cared because the Predators were playing, and them being in the division, it kind of was important. Well, anyway, so back to the Hall of Fame. So we all agree, Pavel Dimitri gets in. Is this a big deal? I think that was kind of a question that we need to discuss, because for us, they announced it on Twitter. They said, "Hey, we have a big announcement coming up," and then they announced this, and people were upset. They thought, where's the Ryan O'Reilly extension? First of all, that's not how social media works. Social media manager is not sitting in and hearing, I should probably tweet out there's going to be an extension soon. They don't know that. It's second of all,
Definitely not with the Blues.
no. And second of all, I think this is a big deal. I think this is pretty awesome for them to. The Cardinals are doing it. I think it's important the Blues do it too. They've had a very rich history in their short time in St. Louis.
So then we're gonna take up about the Blues yellow jerseys, which have been rumored to be yellow, right? Rumored to be yellow.
Yes, rumored to be yellow.
Rumored to be yellow, and we got some thoughts on that. We have a concept jersey that was put out there that might actually be what it looks like. So, but we're gonna do, I think, a little bit of trivia right now.
Oh, we're doing trivia.
Yeah.
Well, who are we going to get for trivia? Is anybody here wanting to do any trivia?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Who wants to do
course.
trivia tonight?
Of course.
We have giveaways. You win, you get a prize.
We'll send the younger and more active one.
Come on. Let's see some hands. Oh, man, you're all the way back there. This is making me exercise and work. I don't like this.
You're
asking the question or you?
You can go ahead. You ask questions. We'll take turns. Can't hear me. Oh. Well, we're still back here on the air, though.
You're from Boston.
Oh, condolences on 2019.
I think the answer is going to be Nola Chari.
So, Jeff found a Boston person in the Cardinals nation.
What's your name? Kit and Claire.
And Claire? Is that what he said?
I have a question.
Sounds like brother and sister. Kit and Claire. Why did he go to the very back far corner? Is that who volunteered?
Yes.
As far away from us as he could.
All right. Are we ready?
And he complained about it the whole time.
So this is a question. I went undrafted as a Michigan native, but worked my way into the NHL and played my first game on April 3rd, 2012 against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
There are 403, and he picks one of those you put in there.
My first NHL playoff game on May 16th, 2013 against the New York Rangers. I scored back-to-back.
I hope you guys can hear that. Otherwise, there's a bunch of dead air. But that's a long question. Let's go.
Justin Paul, Corey Cruz, Nola Chari, or Pablo Vicinated.
He talks more.
Corey Cruz. They are correct. Wow. Very nice. Let me go grab the prize. I'll be back.
You take the.
I should have So we have a correct answer here, sir.
Hey, from a Boston fan?
From a Boston fan.
Get out. Get out. Get out of town.
All right, what should we give her?
Take off your sock and give it to her.
No, I'm not gonna give her my myself. She deserves better than that.
Oh, okay. All right.
She likes Boston. So they're
There you go, Gary. Put some scars on it.
Yeah, Cheevers it up.
Gary Cheevers it up. Yeah.
That's a good idea. All right. Since you're a Boston Bruins fan, Kit and Claire.
They got the question right. Which question did he ask her? The Krug was the answer.
Right. I almost got it right. The Chari was.
You got a free police facts. And of course, some stickers from Let's Go Blues Radio. Yep. Thank you. That was awesome. Man, how about that? Boston Bruins fans.
Hey.
The Blues won in 2019. Which one will we get out?
I should pull him.
There you go. I think that's something all Cardinals and Blues fans can agree with, right?
All right.
More trivia, or is that it?
Let's do another one. Let's do
We'll do another one.
yeah.
Go get somebody on this time.
We'll do one more. There's a guy back here. Oh, I see him. Okay. Oh, we got a full table here. Hey guys, how's it going? Good. You all head? Awesome. Let's get some names here. What's your name? Matt. David. Karen. Amanda. All right. Where you guys seats at tonight? 118. That's a good spot. How big the Blues fans are? Pretty big? You look like a pretty big fans.
Again, Jeff moves to the almost as far away from us in the room.
You really want not wearing a jersey? You know what? That is a true high. He took it off so we could eat and not get dirty. That is how you roll. All right. I'll tell you what, if you're a real Blues fan, I'm going to give you a real. Oh, let's hear that again. Really? some of your coaching you have.
Is he giving her the mic?
Yes, Gary Payne. He's a great commentator, but he had a very short show career. All right.
To match his stature. Talking about Penger.
A couple inches taller than his bobblehead.
Yeah. The head is the same size.
What do you think?
Okay. Oh, this is good. Okay, you know what? Let's do my last one.
Is it going to be another War and Peace question?
So how many goalies did the Blues use in 2021-22? 3, 4, 5, or 6? Your answer is 4.
They fell in the same trap as me.
Yep.
There was one game Jonathan Gillies played both of those. All right. You know
I was at that game.
what?
What's that? All right.
All right. The Boston beat Liberty.
If they get this one, hey, Jeff. Can you hear me?
I don't think you can.
Jeff.
Oh, man. You were great.
Are we going out now? Huh? Are we going on?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we going out?
One more question. Who scored the first goal of the 2022 season? David Moran, Ray Shen,
I think he's asked all these questions.
Justin Paul.
Yes.
What do you guys think? You were there?
Right there. That's a great question.
No?
All right.
He said Justin Paul. Just so you know. And that is the correct answer.
I got that one in our little test.
That's probably an unfair question.
Did you forget your prize again?
So we decided not to bring the prize with us.
I'm not thinking.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're excited about this game tonight, the home opener makes some noise out there. It's One Nation, ladies and gentlemen. We do this every Saturday. A couple things to tell you. Number one, you cannot compete with the 40-foot screen and the COVID next door. But we got 40 27-inch TVs. Not bad. Also, the trolley every year is going to run all the week, actually every home game. So you guys can take the trolley or take a walk, ponder, or just ask trivia. You will never actually walk, as you notice. And we got validated parking for 3 hours. That might be the biggest sell. So if you park in the first parking lot, you go to our hostess, you grab a validated slip. It's 3 hours. And we got a great staff working time with some great appetizer specials. And of course, we got Let's Go Blues Radio in the house, the longest running original St. Louis Blues podcast and show. And
Best looking.
Bill Day is the best looking. And ladies and gentlemen, coming up is the great and wonderful Wildo, where you try to stump Bill with any question. You stump him, you win a big prize.
Blues question.
But drink up, and we're going to go back to the show.
So I don't know if you all saw. What?
It's got to be St. Louis Blues.
Oh, I don't know. I think it could just be, let's just say, hockey related,
Oh,
right?
ladies and gentlemen, we got Confederates in the house. We got Black.
Wow. Take it easy. They've been, you know what? You guys have been through a lot the last few years.
That's true.
And it's going to be,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a
You
few more.
got some rough Rocky Wirtz types years coming up.
You guys need to get better so the rivalry is more fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll get there again.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! They're Cubs fans, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're also fans. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Hey, I just want to point out.
Double their tab.
Kit was the mask.
Oh,
That
wow.
was amazing. I mean,
Awesome.
Kit she was an attractive woman already, but putting on the crease police mask.
Oh,
Amazing.
just like made it elevated it that much more.
Oh yeah. Oh
All right.
yeah. It's like when you put on a backwards hat, Kurt.
Yeah,
Like you're always attractive.
it's like
When you put a backwards hat on. My God.
it's like I'm a different person. You turn it around, it's like I'm a different person.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the reference? You did not, did you? You too young.
The old references,
Over
man.
the top.
This is a
Sylvester
young
Stallone.
crowd
You
here.
turn the hat around, you feel like a different person. You know,
This is a young crowd here, man. What are you doing?
it's over the top. It's Sylvester Stallone. It's Rocky.
Now I think you are like required to arm wrestle somebody by the end.
Yeah.
Of the night.
Well, that's not going to happen.
The top
Are we giving away
references.
prizes if I win?
No.
Because that would be unexpected.
You get no prize. You get nothing.
all right.
You get that reference?
Yes,
All right.
Seinfeld.
Mm,
Get nothing. No soup for you.
no soup for you.
Yeah.
But I was more going Willy Wonka.
Oh, good day, sir. Yeah. I got you.
All right.
I picked
works.
up what you kind of. So the Blues have announced of the reverse retros. The NHL is doing reverse retro jerseys again this year. They're going back to that well. And
And you know what? It's a fine well. I have no problem with them going back to this theory as long as you do it right.
he does it right. Very few. There-
Edmonton, I thought, did a good job.
there's like 3 or 4.
yeah. Well,
And I mean, but too many teams just do. I don't. Okay.
the Islanders did a wonderful job with their reverse retros.
They,
They changed the shade of their blue. That was so awesome.
see, you can do anything you want, and because teams broke the rules with the reverse retro idea to take an old jersey, reverse the colors. That's what you do, more or less. Teams went off the board sometimes, which is fine. But if you're gonna go off the board and you can do anything you want, then, and they put out crap. It was just, I mean, okay, so the Blues have announced, well, not announced, but it's been leaked that they're doing yellow, and there's some memorabilia out there, some hats and things with the old logo that was never used. It was the concept jersey like a year before the team took the ice. And I'm sure like it's the last few years, 3, 4, 5 years, it's really been like on display. A lot of knockoffs, a lot of replicas being made of this jersey. It used to be the holy grail of Blues jerseys.
And I think
There
it's
was
just
one.
because
Right,
that's
there
what
was
people
one
want.
away.
Yeah, there was one jersey in existence, and so they're apparently gonna do a yellow one of this.
And my name owns that, by the way.
Right? Yeah, I've touched it.
Our friend STL Blues History. If you follow him on Twitter, if you don't, you should.
Yeah.
He owns the original Blues jersey, which is,
Does he still? I thought he may have gotten rid of it.
you know what? I think he might have. He might have
Yeah.
given it to a family member of the South.
Yeah, I thought that was the big news.
Well, I don't
story.
want to use the word give. I don't think he gave it to him. You know what I mean?
Right. It was worth a lot. I mean, it's the only jersey in existence.
There was a transaction made.
Didn't someone claim to have another one? That
Yeah,
was
There was one home, one away.
right. Somebody claimed to have one that wasn't the number that was shown in the newspaper. There was one home, one away, same number. And someone had claimed to have one. It had a different number on it. And so people were saying, "Oh, that's something different." So anyway, I think I've never liked this logo with the St. Louis arching and the Blues arching underneath, kind of stretched. The U is kind of stretched down lower, and it's a single blue note with a single wing on it, a single feather or whatever. I'm not musically inclined. What is that? The kind of note. What's that called?
I believe it's called a wand dizzle.
What's the top of the note? My dad's music. What's the top of a note called? What's that called?
Kablinky.
The top of a note, like a musical note. Little flag. What's that called?
Doozle do.
He doesn't know. All right. So I've never liked the design.
So you're just talking about the logo, right?
The logo.
I don't know.
You know why?
For a one-off jersey, I think I'm cool.
Why? Because the Blues makes you look. I don't care how in shape you are. Makes you look like you have a gut. The Blues come down and get fatter at the bottom,
Blue, right?
and it gets fatter. It looks like you're pushing the jersey. You look like you're fat.
So yours is just that you're concerned about yourself looking fat
No.
if you wear one.
No, I'm concerned about when people wear them. It makes them look like they're fat. I don't
Who
have them.
cares? Hey, fat is beautiful too.
It looks. That's my whole point. Anyway, I like actually. You know, people have their disagreement with the going yellow with a jersey because I think because of Nashville and mustard, whatever. I actually like the design.
And
I like it a lot.
We've talked on this show before, and Bill is boisterous of this, that the yellow jerseys typically just do not look good. The Golden Knights have a yellow type jersey. It's not attractive. We all think of the mustard yellow Predators jerseys. Not a good look. But I think, again, for a one-off jersey, I'm not a fan of the logo. One-off jersey, I like the logo. And for a one-off jersey, I like the yellow. I think it looks good.
I don't. So the concept, I like it. It's as far as the colors go, the blue with this yellow. What I'm afraid of is this is not going to be it, and there's going to be red. I said this on Twitter.
That would be awful.
There's going to be red somewhere.
There better not
They
be.
did so much red last year.
Right.
We don't need red.
No.
Just ask my wife, who's here tonight, Jessica. She's not listening. It's okay. She loves the red. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? I can say whatever I want about my wife right now, and she will have no idea. Should I?
Go right ahead.
I have nothing to say. I'm kidding.
Keep it clean for the kids.
Yeah. No, I was a Blues O'Reilly reverse retro for Christmas last year.
remember
With
that
a
story.
misunderstanding of which jersey I thought it was. She actually, I said, we saw you guys at the game, and Jessica was wearing that, and you were wearing the Saturday night jerseys.
Yeah.
And I said, the jersey Ponder's wearing is what I want with O'Reilly on it. And she
mistook
thought
Ponder for the other Ponder.
Right. I was not clear enough. So
That was one of the funniest stories. I remember sending us that Slack message. Yeah, I got my jersey. It's a reverse retro. And both Kurt and I were like, oh, that's a miss.
Friend of the show, Winning Unlimited in the YouTube chat says, I want to see the full uniform first in the yellow jersey, gloves, helmet, pants, and David Perron's white skates. So, who is no longer with us.
I love it.
Yeah. And I totally get it. Sometimes these reverse retro concept jerseys or whatever, they look one way when you see them, just the jersey, but then you see them on the ice, they tend to look better most of the time, I think. But yeah, we'll have to see. And it may not be. It is. I bet money.
I bet it's close.
It's close. Yeah.
It's probably not going to be exact. The piping might be a little different, I guess.
I mean, you can go on. I think we retweeted it, or somebody did on Twitter. You can take a look at it. But ALIMURJIL on Twitter. AILMURJIL. I think they put it out. So
I think that's Anna Kendrick's Twitter.
I don't think so.
No,
but
okay.
I could be wrong.
Okay, maybe
I'm not
sure.
sure.
Al McBeals. That's not.
We'd like to welcome Chris and Mary Ashby. Chris and Mary Ashby.
Where are you, Chris and Mary? Where are you? Oh, right there.
There
Right
we
over
go.
there.
Hey, where are you guys from?
South
County.
County,
Way
very
down in
nice.
South County.
No, I'll do it. No, let me do it.
Do they want to do trivia?
Morphine in.
Do they want to do trivia?
Let's do it.
Ask them if they want to ask Bill a question or if they want to receive a question. Oh, you have a question for Bill. You're ineligible. Oh, well, get up on the microphone. Well, hold on. Yeah.
What are your names again? Chris? Hi, Chris and Gary. Coming out tonight? You guys have been out to the game tonight? No? You gonna hang out here all night? Awesome. We'll be here too. Well, hey, see you guys already got started. We got some hockey going already. This is nice. You guys want to do some trivia? They'll try, they said. All right, they'll try. So wait, you're from South County, right? We're at South County. Bonnie's Theater, yes.
Ah.
Okay, right there, okay. What's us? I'm up border of Lumen. So we're pretty close. I'll give you my address if you want. All right, so how long do you have the Blues fans? Since birth. And what are you, 27? 29. Okay, over 29. That's impressive. You guys look pretty hard. Alcohol is a great preservative, he says.
You trade spots.
100%. Okay, you know what? This one's going to be kind of soft, but I don't care. You guys deserve it. What did Jordan Bennington throw at Nazi during the post-game interview during 21-22 Stanley Cup playoffs? Is it a water bottle, a jock strap, or a shade?
Yeah.
They say water bottle. Is that correct? Yes, it is. And you guys keep walking around without grabbing the prize. So let me go back again.
Yeah, go scroll
You know
down.
what? We should give these people.
Wow, that's. I mean, it's you did bring it, so it's up to you.
Yeah,
All right.
we're gonna do that. We're
All
gonna
right.
do the best prize we have available. I'm not even kidding about this. It is my signed memoir. You can read all about my life. I'm just kidding. First of all, JP, we got some stickers for you. And you guys are going to get a copy of this great 100 Things Blues Fans Should Go and Do Before They Die, the Stanley Cup edition, written by a friend of the show, Jeremy Rutherford. He's even signed it for you. Yeah. No problem. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. We'll be having a beer with you later.
All right.
Oh my God. Okay, fine. Just wants to ask a question.
Do you want
Can we
to?
do that?
Well, we're gonna when we do that, we're gonna put Bill up front. Well, go ahead. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, this is an example. This is an example of what we're gonna do. So stump Bill. Is that what
Yeah,
we're calling it?
Are we calling him by the name we want to call him?
Bildo? That was the locker room. Yeah, sure, why not? It's Bill. It's not. What do you? Oh, I know it.
Yeah,
That is disgusting.
you're disgusting. All right, hey, look at
It was a locker room.
camera there. Give a nice smile. This is Jeff Ponder, the most beautiful woman in the world. And she's going to ask Bildo a question. Can she stump Bildo?
What? Oh, it's on.
Is it on?
It's not. It is
What?
not.
Check it.
Here, just give her that one.
There you go.
Give her that one.
Okay.
Nope. All right.
No, here, we'll use this one.
Yeah, use that one.
What blues player was in the movie Forrest Gump?
Oh my God!
Hold on. Okay,
What
first
blues
off,
player was in.
first off, can we collaborate?
I know it.
Because what?
I,
No, you don't. Okay, if you have an answer, okay. Well, you
All right,
after
Marlo.
Bill.
Don't tell him the
After
answer.
Bill, I want to guess. But go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bill.
I just want to point this out because you showed before and I was refuted for what is the proper answer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Before you say yes or no, I want a chance, and we'll see who's right. How's that? Just this one time.
So you guys have a choice? Or do you guys
No.
have a choice?
No, I don't.
Like the genius.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
It was not Jason Boccaccio.
No. So it came out in 94.
What?
94. Right.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump came out.
Okay. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
talk it out
Yeah,
like.
I'm gonna say Brendan Shanahan.
Okay.
Right.
First off, you completely. Okay. So you got that question from where?
I don't know.
From some guy that Brendan Shanahan lied on. Brendan Shanahan was not actually
It says
in.
he was in the football scene.
Brendan Shanahan.
On the show.
That we actually had this. That's funny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we can talk about it because I brought that up and they said, nope, that's not true.
it's a great question. But he lied when he did. Shanahan did say that, but he lied.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Do is if you have a question for Bill, you have to actually have the answer correct.
I'm just here to double check. Did you know he plays the saxophone?
The media guide.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't allowed to play on the day of a game because coach always said, no sax on game day.
Oh, there's a dad joke for you. Oh, Kurt, king of the dad jokes.
That's a true story, though. He said that. He said that in an interview. So I'm just copying.
Or we
what
could
he
make a Friends reference here, Kurt. No boom boom before big fight.
did. All right. So we're broadcasting live from Cardinals Nation from Busch Stadium. It is Saturday, October 15th. The Blues open their season tonight against the Columbus Blue Jackets, or as Joe called Columbus, Yellow Jackets.
Oh, good old Joe. I'm glad he's not a part of this show full time.
So we're looking forward to hang out here and watch the game after the show. But if you're driving around and you're looking for something to do, come on down here and there's drink specials, food specials, and you can do some blues talk, listen to some blues talk, and we got some blues trivia. We've already given away prizes. According to Jeff, already the best one. No.
That may.
Okay.
I may. You know what? I might give you my credit card.
You know, it's the thrill of getting the question right beats any prize anyway.
That's true.
In front of
That's the way
people?
I see it.
Showing off your smarts.
100%.
So the Blues 2023 season preview. You guys want to get into it?
Oh, of course.
So we've got guys we've lost from last season. David Perron, Ville Husso, Tyler Bozak, Scott Prunovich, kind of. He's out for the season. Almost. Majority, almost. Yeah, a week left. He comes back. And Clem Costin. He was traded away. So
So we haven't. I don't know if you guys want to get into this real quick because this does not need to be a major discussion. What do you think of the Clem Costin trade?
well, you know, it's on who we got.
Dmitry Samorukov.
yeah,
I believe is how
Samorukov.
you say his name.
Yeah, his only ice time in the NHL was 3 shifts against the Blues last season, and he was walked twice.
Cairo.
Badly.
Yeah.
And played like 2 minutes and something, and gave up 2 goals, was benched, never played another minute.
I remember when that happened.
Yeah.
And sitting there and just being like, that poor kid. Like, he is just made to look stupid against this dynamic. And now he's on the Blues.
So, how do you think Clem Costin feels? I got traded for a guy who only played 2 bad shifts against us.
Well,
how bad am I?
Yeah, the only time Doug Armstrong has seen this kid play was when he got destroyed by the Blues.
it's a depth move for Springfield.
Yeah.
He's not going to see a minute up here unless we have 3 or 4 injuries.
Unless we're taking for Bedard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to judge him off that one game because the Oilers, if I recall, I want to say, was it not a COVID issue? They had like 2 or 3 defensemen who had like tested positive for COVID,
And they had
they had to dress like, I think there was another defenseman in an NHL game before.
it was like an
he
emergency
played.
call up.
Yeah. So I don't want to judge him on that alone. I mean, if we did that with Calle Rosen after his first 2, we would all be hating on Calle Rosen. So
Right.
I think he could bring more. He's a good puck moving defenseman from one,
And he's
But-
still young.
and he's young.
Yeah, with 23, something like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is too is that he wouldn't have played last season except for the extenuating circumstances on a bad defensive team. So there's that too. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to play.
I like the trade. We talked about it in our show last week. I think Clem Costin, his days were done here in St. Louis. The quote from Berube in one of the preseason games that he needs to see more from Clem Costin. Hearing him say that, I thought, okay, Costin is not going to work his way into Berube's favor. If you can trade him, you trade him. And I think they did. And like you said, it adds a little depth to that defense in Springfield. So that way, when the Blues do have a call up, it's not going to kill them. If you're going to say if,
No, Santini and Rosen are before him.
no. But what I'm
Easy.
saying is,
Easy.
when those guys are called up, they have another Marukov who can step into those minutes for
Right.
Springfield.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. It's depth in organization. Which, to be fair, they could use defensive depth in the organization. So there's that. I had said when you said that Clem Costin was done, I had said the clock was ticking. I think everyone saw the writing on the wall with him,
Right.
at least.
And I think he was done when Alexei Torpchenko showed up and was the player everybody thought cost.
Yes.
Yes. Hopefully.
And
Hopefully
man,
it is.
I don't know, Bill, I don't know if you were doing that on purpose to be a transition, but how about Alexei Toropchenko? He will be reevaluated in December. No, wait. He's going to start opening night. What? I mean, he's a man. He's got the Wolverine ability to just bounce back.
You hope.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
Hopefully, it wasn't too soon.
Man, and I think I said on Twitter, if he comes back early from his shoulder injury and he hurts his shoulder tonight, or game or whenever early, you're like, what's
Vladimir Tarasenko is going to be walking around going, "I told you so."
that's yeah.
What about Scott Perunovich?
Yeah.
Right?
We're a little gun shy with shoulders.
Right.
I'm a little scared because his role on this team, he's a fourth line checker. He's going to need his shoulder quite a bit.
His game is all about contact.
Yes. So that's why I'm like, I hope it's 100%. He says he's 100%. So if he is actually 100%, I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
If he's 100% and the medical staff is clearing him, I think he's good.
If the medical staff clears him, okay. I still don't. I mean, 100%. 2 months early almost.
Shouldn't professional sports medical staffs be very gun shy right now? Happened with Miami Dolphins a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I'm okay. That just
Well, and who was it? Wasn't it Alec Martinez who was injured, and they said that he was not going to be able to play, and then they steered, but then he said, "Oh, you know what? I'm actually not feeling it. I can't play." Was that Alec Martinez?
I believe so.
And so, like, just because a guy's cleared doesn't always mean that he's ready to go. But the fact that Toropchenko says he's good and the staff cleared him, I think we're good.
Yeah,
I think my wife is fighting with Kurt right now is what's going on.
She says I'm wrong about the Brendan Shanahan. You know what? Winning Unlimited. He's listening. YouTube chat.
By the way, that is Jessica. You know who Winning Unlimited is? Do you know who Winning Unlimited is in our YouTube chat? That is Mr. Adam Gold. Yeah, we all love Adam Gold on this show.
Adam Gold, master of the gold plan. We got listeners. We got people who can look up stuff.
Wait, we got listeners?
Yeah. Was Brendan Shanahan actually in Forrest Gump? Or did he lie and say he was? That's the question.
I think we got to get Tom Hanks on the show. We got to get Tom Hanks and Brendan Shanahan on the show at the same time.
It being on IMDb is certainly a nice feather in your cap for that, for your side. So we'll see.
So while we're on, me ask a question for anybody either here or in our chat. Name the 3 former St. Louis Blues who were in the movie Young Blood.
Ooh, that's a good
great
question.
So,
So Keanu Reeves is one.
It's open to anyone.
Zazzle.
I will leave it open.
I
to
say
you guys.
I think we know it, right?
Gino Cavallini. Zazzle.
Zazzle. And who's the other
Gino
one?
Cavallini, Peter Zazzle.
The other one's the hardest.
Glenn Feather. Oh, Paul Cavallini was
Paul
in it.
and Gino.
It was Paul.
Paul,
not
Gino,
Okay,
and
Paul.
So
Peter
there's
Zazzle.
one left.
So Paul,
There's one left.
Cavallini,
Oh.
Zazzle.
He's the only other NHL. And he only had a
Uh,
cup of coffee.
Peter Nedved.
That's too old.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Uh,
Joe from Carts pregame.
Do we have any?
No, that's not it. You weren't in Youngblood?
Okay. So Adam Gold in the YouTube chat says Ty wasn't Forrest Gump.
Ty Coughlin.
He has not gotten back with us on
Adam,
Shanahan
please, you have to explain.
yet. I'm very curious about that too.
Explain now.
Unless he's joking.
Ty Conklin, when young? I was like 93.
Yeah, it's funny because if it's on IMDb, it's funny because we're like, no.
He's young Forrest.
All right, so we'll circle back to the Shanahan thing.
So let's talk about some additions on the Blues.
Yeah, we got Thomas Grice. We got Noel. What a trip, Achari.
You call him Noel?
Noel. What a trip.
The Christmas
Achari.
man.
Yeah, the Christmas man. And kind of so those are the two, and then got some increased roles here, which let's talk about the additions first.
Yeah.
So we got Grice.
So the way that I look at Achari, I think some people had questions about what he brings to the. He is your replacement for Tyler Bozak, right?
Which is ironic.
Yeah.
Yes, so funny. Okay, for those of you who do not know,
Kit knows. If Kit's still sitting over there, she knows about the what a trip.
Yeah, Achari played for the Boston Bruins in 2019 and Blues in the final that year, and he was the victim of the infamous trip by Tyler Bozak moments before Perron scored to put the Blues up 2-0 in Game 5, a goal that was in a 2-1 Blues win. I was in a bar in Florida watching that game with a bunch of Bruins fans, and oh my God, they went ballistic. I apologize to them. I'm really sorry. That was a trip. Sorry, not sorry.
No, don't ignore me. I'm not doing anything stupid over here.
Just
Throw your beer down.
No. Somebody's asking me if I want a beer. The wonderful Amy, by the way. We all love Amy. Yeah, more of that girl. She shows up in the YouTube chat every now and then. Wait, we have not even mentioned Kurt. What kind of a jerk are you? Your parents are in attendance tonight. How about we for Kurt Price's parents?
Mike and Marla.
They're both in their late 30s. I don't know how it works.
I guess I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them, right?
Literally.
You can say that about anybody's parents. Like, no, duh.
We could just say it. I'll take a Kona. Amy's trying to be all quiet, like, let me be smart. And no. Just, I'll talk into the microphone. Bartender, she'll have a Kona.
There's been a lot of talk too about Grice. So he's 36 years old. He's a 13-year veteran. Career GAA to a save percentage of .912. His first year in Detroit was 2 seasons ago. His numbers were in line with his career averages. But last season in Detroit, his numbers took a hit, a 3.66 GAA and an .891 save percentage. Not good. Numbers that would have been okay in 86, but pretty bad in today's NHL. So, but prior to last season, Grice's total stats.
Well, let's not outlook the fact that Detroit literally had guys from the stands coming in playing defense for them because they were awful defensively. Yeah. Awful.
Their previous 3 seasons, Grice's 3 seasons, where he had 2 years with the Islanders and 1 with Detroit, he was 15th in the NHL for goalies with 60 or more starts. So he's basically all starters and primary backups with a 2.54 GAA and a .918 save percentage, which is really good. I think if Grice can put up those numbers this season, that'd be great. He'd be a great backup. I think the only real question for me with Grice is, are his numbers last season a sign of him being 36 and aging, or are his numbers last season more of indicative of how Detroit played?
I know you've got one person on this panel who disagrees with you, so let's hear it, Bill Day.
Yeah,
I asked a question.
Right? No,
the question.
He disagrees with your question.
I don't disagree with your question. I think that is the right question, and I think the answer is that it's his
older.
Hey, Reverse Retro in the house.
Reverse Retro in the house.
You.
Wow. So
followed by
it's a function of age, right? He
There you go.
That guy played for the Blues.
Wayne Gretzky wearing the clown jersey, going to the bathroom.
Not eligible for the Hall of Fame, the Blues Hall of Fame.
He didn't win anything important.
Not eligible. Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, he didn't play long enough either.
Here.
No. He didn't win any major awards.
Not here.
Duh.
Not here.
Ever.
Yeah.
That guy was awful.
He definitely didn't win Best Backtracker award.
No. Or hold on to the puck at center.
Do you remember when he was nominated for the Selke? And I remember just being like, that's because he's Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah, they're just wanting him to have every major award at this point.
Selke is best defensive forward, for those who don't know.
Yeah, so back on Grice, I think it's a function of his age, right? He had some great years for, as a 1B option behind Varlamov in Detroit. Not a great setup for him. And last year was god awful finally that they knew that
His
Jeff
first year in
Blashill-
Detroit was okay.
Right.
It was good.
but last year was the end of the Jeff Blashill era, right? They season. I'm still of the belief that the right option for the Blues, and I know people, including like Tyler Stewart and other, actual
Guys in the know.
right, good goalies in the know, disagree with me, but I thought our option should have been the right option was to go to Charlie Lindgren, and we let him walk first song. He's
What did he sign? How much did he sign for? Washington?
It was
2.5
Yeah.
No,
for 2 years. I think it was
See,
for
that's
2
too
years.
much money for that anyway.
And he played
I would have
last
loved.
night.
I would have loved to have had him
Yeah,
here.
He lost to Toronto, didn't he?
that was 2 nights ago. Yeah.
Okay.
He lost. He played solid, but it was a battle of the backups. Samsonov. Call him
Samsonov.
No, he wants to be Samsonov.
What? Can you just do that?
Yes.
And just
Your
change
name.
your last name?
Hey,
You know
Jeff,
what? From
Jeff,
now on, I want to be
Jeff,
Pondere. Okay, call me Jeff Pondere.
It's okay because it's his name.
Okay, fine. I guess. But you're
So-
calling me from now on.
So yeah. So
Did you look French?
Oui.
you smell French.
Je ne
that's
sais
for
quoi.
sure. Yes.
Hey,
All right.
how's it going?
So yeah, I thought Grimes was not the right answer. That
So
Lindgren was already part of the organization. What else could I do? I thought he had the right attitude. Right, he came up here. He won 5 games, didn't lose a single game, and he brought energy that a backup goalie bringing energy to a team is not common.
not even
Bring
a
it
backup.
I'll say this though.
Not even a backup.
But
Backup
really,
to your backup.
but we couldn't afford him though. I mean, if he wanted money, we couldn't have signed him for that. I think I would have loved to, but I think he would have been great. I liked him a lot.
I think
Cypress,
the
but-
issue that we're maybe not discussing is why they took Grice in 1 year, right? It was a 1 year deal.
Oh, I guess 2.
I think
Was
it's
it 2?
2, yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that they plan by next training camp. Joel Hofer is going to be battling for that spot. And I think they looked at Lindgren and he's wanting something. Maybe I know he only signed 2, but he's going to want to be part of the bigger plan. Whereas Thomas Grice, when he's done with this contract, he's gone. Retire.
So, okay. Let's move along. I got a note here from Joe. Welcome. Was it Kevin Poole? Karen. That's
Poole?
a V. Joe, that's a V.
Is
That's
that
a V, buddy.
or an R?
Karen Poole?
Karen? Karen, where are
Karen Poole.
you?
Where's Karen Poole?
Karen Poole?
We're told she's a great patron.
Oh,
Welcome, Karen Poole,
oh, she's over there?
to Cardinals Nation.
Karen, can I come over if we want to talk? I'm over to you.
Let me also promise to keep on the right track.
Take the prize before you go.
Take the prize.
Jeff, take the prize before you go.
Yeah.
Take the prize before you go. Take the prize before you go. Oh.
Take the prize over to her. Can you tell it's our first on-location show?
So you do the pregame Cardinals. Joe puts on a great show, doesn't he? You know, I mean, the man himself is not that cool, but the show is fantastic. Once you get him on the stage, right? Right. Yeah, right. He's giving me the side. Joe's great. Real quick.
Yeah, probably more Cardinals, but I love it.
That's okay. Don't love both teams. The way I see it. Hate the Rams, right? Hey, who here hates the Rams? Anybody?
Hey.
Always hates the Rams.
Cheap cheer, yeah.
All right. So who wins the football team? Do you have a football team? No football. So just baseball, hockey, and that's it. Right. What about excited about the MLS coming to St. Louis as well?
Yeah, I'll let you check it. No, let the demo.
Is there? We'll have to get Joe to do some pregame shows with the MLS too, right?
Sure, yeah.
He's in. He's already smiling. He knows. That's how Joe smiles.
Football is life.
Yeah. You want to play some trivia on the prize?
I do want to win a prize. I'll give it a shot.
Don't worry. The first time, I will keep asking until you get a right answer. So you're good.
Yeah. She has a lifeline. Sure, lifeline.
By the way, I called out a couple of different people. I also want to call my brother and my sister-in-law are here as well. Stan, thank you very much for coming out tonight. So, first game officially is a season ticket holder. That's pretty exciting.
Ooh. Can't take it with you.
All right, here's another one. So, how are you with history? You don't blues history very well? Well, we're gonna ask you anyway.
It's multiple choice. It's multiple choice.
It is multiple choice. Which blues player has the worst total plus minus in franchise history? Bernie Federico, Bruce Affleck, or Eric Brewer? That's not fair. She literally knows the answer. Okay.
Hey, I blame you. I blame you, Jeff, for telling her the question before the show. Yeah.
You're the worst. Why did I bring you? Bernie Federico, minus 124 in 27 games played. Crazy pick, right? He was on some bad teams. Now, all right, let's find one that.
Guessing he didn't back check too much either.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, here we go. Did you watch a lot of games with Chris? Oh, no, I'm not asking you. I was gonna do that. How did you watch when Chris Pronger was playing that era? Did you watch that? Let's just say yes, you did. Which Detroit Red Wing player shot the puck that hit Blues defenseman Chris Pronger in the chest and stopped his heart during Game 2 of the 1998 Western Conference semifinals? One was Vyacheslav Tusov, Dmitry Mironov, or Vaksa Popov. That's the first time that these are God bless. Hilarious.
Vodka Popoff.
You know what number 2? That was Dmitry
Soda
Mironov.
Popinski.
I think you should go with number 2. Yeah, you should probably go with number 2. So Dmitry Mironov, she says that she's correct.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Such the genius of the blues fans that comes in here.
So you are getting a nice house blues flag. How about that?
To show off her great blues fandom.
And what was your name? Aaron Poole. Right. All right, Karen. Thank you very much.
Stickers, and everyone likes stickers. Free stickers.
All for you. Oh yeah, come on over. Let's do a picture. Hey, it's selfie time. Come on over anytime.
So did you see?
Good stuff.
Did you see any of the Canadians and Red Wings game last night?
No.
Battle of the former Blues backups, and it was a hell of a goalie duel. Jake Allen was insanely good and lost.
Okay.
Oh, I heard he played well.
Nice.
Yeah,
Who's
got
it?
the shutout.
Oh boy, with a shutout for Husso.
Yeah.
Man, if he has a really good year for Detroit.
All right, guys, you got to look pretty.
He was super
Oh.
sharp.
All right, very nice.
Yay.
Awesome.
Thank you very much
Yeah.
for coming out.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out.
Okay.
Congratulations on being just so.
Yeah. Oh, she was clearly knows everything about the history of the Blues.
And the Red Wings, yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Those Russian names are tough.
Speaking of, and that's why I
Vodka
brought it
pop
up.
off. So
Yeah.
clearly, I did not read that question prior to. And when I saw vodka pop off, I'm like, God damn it! Darn it, Kurt! Darn it, Kurt!
Right. So
Joe's gonna slap me.
I got that one wrong. I thought for sure it was going to be me that broke the rules
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
on the list. But yeah.
And we even mentioned Nazem Kadri.
We did. That was funny. I like that question. Topical. Fresh in the minds of Blues fans. So we got some increased roles for Blues this season for a few players. Mikola with the Perunovic going out with an injury and Scandella going down. Mikola is now the guy on third pairing defense. He's going to get a lot of minutes on third. I'm not sure who they'd sit him in favor of. So I think he's going to get a lot of third pairing.
The only one that, again, we talked about this on our last show. The first call up on defense I think the Blues have is going to be Matt Kessel. And I can see if they call him up, them trying him out on that third
You
pairing.
think Kessel over Rosen?
The team, though.
Well, follow-up. Okay.
Yeah, first call up, I think, will be Matt Kessel.
Yeah, okay.
But I also think that Calle Rosen is going to get a look on that third pairing, too. And he looked fine in the playoffs. I was very impressed by Rosen.
I think Mikola, I like Mikola a lot.
I do, too.
I don't think he got quite sure. I would like to have seen him play more. And now that Scandella's out, I was like, well, Mikola instead of Scandella, right? And I think Blues Nation kind of secretly cheered when Scandella got hurt. So no, but then Perunovic went down too, and I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Right. No. So I think it's probably going to be very similar to last year, right? With Perunovic being out and Scandella being injured. Mikola actually got an extended look, and he got overexposed, and they wound up having to sit him. And, a good setup for him, knowing that Calle Rosen's there to come in and, let him play 5-6 games and sit him a game or two. It was when he got into like the 10, 12 games in a row that he got in trouble last year. So let him sit, watch a couple games, and put him back in. I think it'll be good.
We had Jordan Cairo, hopefully with an increased role. And by increased role, not necessarily meaning more production, because he was pretty productive last year. I think consistency is the issue with him, because he had a really good first half, and then after the All-Star game, he disappeared. And was,
he not only like I
bad.
feel like he didn't even belong playing. Like that's how bad he looked.
That was strange.
Because all he's known for, right? Like in not knocking him at all. Brett Hall was not much of a back checker either, but Jordan Cairo is known for being able to skate the puck, get to the red line, move the puck up, start the offense. There was none of that during that stretch. And without him being able to do that, he doesn't belong playing.
Well,
so hopefully we don't see that type of break in his play.
That game against Colorado, and it was who was it? The blew by him.
McCarr?
McKinnon. It was McKinnon, right? Blew by him and then scored that goal. And we roasted him on the show because that was terrible.
Yeah,
he didn't even try. He's supposed to be the fastest guy, or one of the fastest guys in the league, and he just loafed, and he could have cut that off.
And that should have been the goal by McKinnon, but the Blues just had a miraculous comeback after that.
Right.
But yeah, he can't do that. Another thing with Cairo this year is with Perron's 30 goals gone, right? He is the right-handed shot that you're going to put out there on the power play. He's going to be the guy that's going to be taking the shots on the power play. He has got to be effective with the man advantage.
Did you hear what Tarasenko was practicing?
I have not.
They said Tarasenko was really practicing his one-timer.
Good.
Well, I know, because he's not very good at it when he should be. And I think they're trying to offset the loss of Perron's one-timer, which is a great weapon on the power play. You offset his loss with, you got Cairo on the one side, you got Tarasenko on the other. And hopefully you've got multiple weapons there, and hopefully Tarasenko can release a one-timer, because that's a big deal. I mean, Perron scored a lot of goals that one-timer on the with 1-3-1, right?
Yeah.
So on the wing.
Detroit set up that way last night, and Montreal was really good at getting a stick in the lane and shutting him down. But he is super effective, right?
So something else I think we don't tough with this Blues team. It's so weird. It's only his second year in St. Louis, but I feel like a player we don't mention enough with the offensive ability is Pavel Buchnevich. I mean, that guy steps into this offense and plays fantastic. So don't forget about him here at Cardinal Nation. Don't forget about your wait staff, folks. Always a great staff working hard every single time I've come here, and I've been here a lot. So make sure you're taking care of your great wait staff. If you're listening to us right now, please give an applause to a full wait staff here at Cardinal Nation.
Live from Cardinals Nation once again. We're here until 6:30, and then the Blues are going to open the season against Columbus after 7. So we're going to have games. So come on down. Drink specials, food specials. We're broadcasting, and you can talk. Listen to some Blues hockey. Win some trivia prizes. We have to give away stickers. Everyone loves stickers.
Yeah.
And ask me any question about the Blues, even bogus questions.
Yeah, we haven't. Let's plot a little bit. If anybody has any Blues questions that they know you have to know the answer to. We might have one. We might have another ponder coming on the show here. But if you have a question that you think you can stump our Blues guru, hockey guru in Bill Day, come on up, and if you stump him, you get a prize. So I think we got one here.
Yeah, Bill's going to go up there first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Joe
Okay.
wants Bill to go up there. Joe wants Bill to be in front and center.
Yeah. Bill's gonna pop up here.
Watch the cord that's around you, Bill.
Yeah, I'm not doing the show. Bill Day's here. So, if you have any questions for Mr. Bill Day,
There's too many cables back here.
where are we one?
What's that?
Where are we one?
Right over there.
Right there. Okay. All right, come on over, Mr. Bonder. I know this is. We're gonna look out at the beautiful bush here. All right, what question do you have for Bill Day?
All right. First of all, I gotta say, big fan of 2/3 of the show. Clearly. What Blues player twice had more than 50 penalty minutes in one game? He did it twice.
You want a lifeline, Bill?
Yeah, I say we can use lifeline.
Mine's a guess. I'm not. I don't know for sure.
I think I do.
I'm gonna go Reed Blow.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Yeah, but what's the answer?
Correct answer is Reed Blow.
Oh, I'm better than you, Bill.
There-
No, you're not.
Well, man, I gotta give you a prize. You go where you go. I don't think we have anything. Yeah, the stuff that's left is from our charity hockey tournament.
I want to say I've heard that question before somewhere. That's why I knew it.
By the way, Chris
my old
November 19th.
Yeah, that's Jeff's.
Park.
Oh, wow.
This is my brother. He's already got all memorabilia and that. So we have some of that to give away as well.
I hate to say it on the air, but Reed Lowe is my least favorite Blues enforcer.
Yeah.
Man, I'm smarter than Bill.
If anybody else has any Blues trivia questions they would like to try and stump Bill and win a prize, just come on up. So we got.
Can be done.
It can be done. It just was.
And you were stumped by your own co-host, idiot.
Very easily. Oh, we got one more.
All right.
Here we
Back
go.
up again.
And this is Mary, correct? Mary. I did that on purpose. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Right, yeah. That is my mother's name, actually. Mary's my mother's name. She's a wonderful woman. All right, Mary, what question do you have for Bill? Most shorthanded goals in Blues history.
That's a good question.
Great question.
Oh, I have a guess.
James Clinton. Yeah. I have a guess too.
I want to guess after Bill.
Okay, me too. We're stalling.
Randy Carricker does the same. He talks it through. Just guess. Just guess Brendan Shanahan and get it over with. Did he check for a living?
Come on, Bill. Just say a freaking name.
That's my guess.
He said, my guess is Jorgen Peterson. Larry, Payton,
How-
that makes total sense.
How many? Do you know how many?
I believe her. She's
Okay.
just- why
She-
would she lie?
She looks very trustworthy.
I was going to give her no prize anyway. So,
She looks very trustworthy.
you got a pop from the Stephen Connor government.
So this segment is
Along with
going-
some stickers. Along with some stickers.
Oh, yeah, we already got stickers, all right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
All right, Bill, you got stumped twice. How does that feel?
You know, we used to have a trivia segment on the show where listeners would come on and we do a best out of five questions, and Bill was never stumped.
I am doing terrible here today.
Apparently, the smartest Blues fans come to Cardinal Nation.
Apparently. Oh,
That is
apparently.
the only conclusion we can draw.
So if we got any more, come on up. We'll keep talking about the Blues' increased roles this season. Jake Neighbors, who played a little bit last year, will 9 games for the Blues last season. Had 1 goal, 1 assist, was a -2, averaged 9:19 time on ice. After training camp, Neighbors was sent down to Springfield in an apparent obvious paper move, right?
Yeah. Hey, real quick,
Not
I'm
so
going to
obvious.
interrupt and tell you I have the number for Larry Patey. How many shorthanded goals he had for the Blues. In 9 years, he had 23 shorthanded goals.
It's impressive.
That's very impressive.
Good question. Excellent question.
Yeah, go that far back. in the
Anyway,
memory.
so Jake
Yeah.
Neighbors,
Yeah, he was sent down to Springfield in a paper move, obviously, meaning he wasn't actually sent down for cap reasons to let Scandell's long-term injury reserve money kick in, and the Blues called him right back up. So, him being on the third line, that is a bigger deal than I think a lot might realize right now. I think if he plays well, that makes a lot of other things work on this team.
right, especially when you realize that Braden Shen is center now.
Yeah.
How does that happen? He is top 6 for the last 5 years, and now line center. I mean,
I think you'll see him shuffled into a wing role as well. But yes, to start the season, Braden Shen is a third line center. That's
but it also speaks to the depth on this team.
yeah. And I'll say with Jake Neighbors, so I talked about last week, people they always ask the question. It's the same in baseball, same in football. You lost this guy. So how are you who's going to step up and fill that role? That's not what the Blues are doing here. It's not a matter of we have to fill this role and guy. It's how does this team basically move in and absorb the loss of David Perron? Who is going to put and let's not look over the fact that's the most goals last season the Blues have ever scored in their history.
Right.
They were a high scoring team. So losing 20 goals from David Perron to me is not going to kill you.
That's the thing too. This team, that's a hit the team takes. But I think the deepest group of forwards in the NHL, which the Blues had last season, they were 20 goal scorers, something like that.
Yep.
That's something that you could absorb. I don't understand the panic by a lot of Blues fans saying that losing Perron is going to be detrimental to this team to the point where they miss the playoffs. I don't see that. Especially with Neighbors getting an increased role, Cairo with another year of experience, Thomas expected to explode this year.
To me, it was a thing. It was that
I get it.
another player from the Stanley Cup roster is gone, and he's a guy who wanted to play here. He always this is the first contract he's ever signed that wasn't with the St. Louis Blues. So I get people being upset about it, but to worry about the production, I don't think is warranted. I think the Blues are going to be fine.
Now, what worries me most about David Perron leaving, and I know we're supposed to be talking about Jake Neighbors, is the chemistry that Perron and O'Reilly had.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's going to replicate that with O'Reilly? And this may be a step towards O'Reilly not being here next year. I mean, it's very possible. It's going to be hard to work him in, and if he has a good year, we're not going to be able to afford him. But it's kind of the Doug Armstrong blueprint, right? He played forward. I think he's expecting O'Reilly not to be here next year, and Perron leaving was part of that.
Oh man, O'Reilly leaving next year, if that happens, like a cannon boom amongst Blues fans, that's going to cause problems.
Yeah, but they gave up Austin Cairo. So.
And I get it. I do.
Right.
I mean, I
They're
understand.
looking to the future.
Which kind of keeps the ball rolling for you could argue, I'm arguing in the team's favor here for this situation, just the devil's advocate for Blues fans. If you do that, if you're going to not give the money to the older guys and keep them here longer, you're going to kind of keep pumping in new blood, as long as it's good new blood.
Right.
You're going to maintain your level of play a little easier than you will if you keep around for a long time.
Right. And Jake Neighbors is good new blood. Yeah. I mean, how many highlight reel goals? Last year, David scored that and walked the team. Same building. Jake Neighbors played in that same building for his junior. The Evans made the same move the following week. The kid's got skill, right? I don't think he's going to be anywhere near McDavid in the NHL, but he's got skill. He's going to he's going to be out there.
How many goals for Neighbors this season would make you? Hey, he had a good season. Neighbors.
10 to 15.
Okay, I was thinking 12 to 15. Yeah.
So I think 10 to 15. He's, if he has a great
30
season,
points, 35 points.
Yeah,
35, 40.
If he has a great season, 50 points.
Yeah,
and that's he is the longest shot out of. This is a really good rookie season.
Yeah,
rookie class. Mitch. I'm blanking on a couple of the others. It's going to be hard to be a considered for the Calder Trophy for Neighbors. But I think if he has a really good year, we're talking 10 to 15 goals.
What's fun about this season too is Nathan Walker.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Nathan Walker.
Hey, if you don't love Nathan Walker, get out of here.
No,
Nathan Walker. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Stay. But man, I love that little Aussie.
Yeah,
I love him.
That game last year where he got the hat trick. My favorite game of the year.
Oh yeah, the Red Wings game, right?
Yeah, just.
Hey, we want to make a quick announcement here. For those of you who are doing the Blues shuttle, if you're heading down to the game, hey, you know what? Let's hear it. Who's heading down to the game? We got one guy going to the game, apparently. If you're heading down to the game tonight, the shuttle does pick up in the front parking lot up there at Ballpark Village, right outside of Valley Live. Head down there. That's where the shuttle is. About 10 minutes or so it runs. Just literally takes people to the game, comes right back. So about 10 minutes is what you're looking at between the shuttles coming and going.
Joe, does the shuttle run back and forth or is it one shot?
Yeah.
Back and forth? Okay.
Back and forth.
Yeah. I figured.
So keep that in mind. If you're heading down to the 6 o'clock, you got about an hour until all the festivities start. Hang out for a little bit more, have a couple more beers with us, and let's talk some more Blues hockey.
So Nathan Walker played 30 games for the Blues last year, had 12 points, 8 goals, 4 assists. Quite often made things happen on the ice. Endless hustle. I think he'll get his shot this year to prove he can be an everyday player in the NHL, which, I mean, he kind of established last year.
Right.
Well, let's not forget, he wears the same number as the Blues great Brian Helmer.
And Bayanek.
Brian.
No,
Helmer.
Peter Shattuck was. Oh,
36.
Brian Helmer was 36.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going to fight you.
I stumped myself.
Yeah.
Who else wore 26? Peter Stas.
Chianek?
Peter Chianek,
No,
unfortunately.
He was
Chianek worth.
He was 26, wasn't he?
Chianek worth 30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he wore 20.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Peter Satan wore 15.
Peter Saina was 15.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why did Peter Saina come up twice in this show?
Right. Peter Stas.
That's twice too many.
Yes. No, I love Nathan Walker. What? I said Nathan. Oh, good. Shut up, Bill. Drink your beer and shut up. No, Nathan Walker is, he's become a fan favorite for me. It's not one of those things that's like, oh, if you scratch Nathan Walker, what are you doing? He's a third, fourth line guy, but he can step in and again, I thought it was really funny. So the NHL every year when they have the opening night rosters in their hands, they post like where everybody's from. Like they say like it was like we've got 300 players from Canada, 298 from US or whatever it was. But there was one, it was not Australia. It was Great Britain because that's where he was born. Wales, yeah. And it said
That's where my family's
a
from.
bunch of people commented, who's NHL from Great Britain? And it's like, Nathan Walker, baby. Yeah. How about that? How about that?
How about that? Mel Allen. Mel Allen. How about that? And we
Time
have
for Quip Notes.
we have
Looky
some more.
there,
We have
looky
some more
there.
news. Yeah, Twip notes. We have some more news on the Brendan Shanahan Forrest Gump situation.
It's real.
Adam Gold says he watched the end credits of Forrest Gump, and there was a painter named Samuel Ray Jablonski. So he's still looking for other evidence outside of IMDb.
So Samuel Ray Jablonski is Pat Jablonski's uncle.
It seems weird that the only place on the internet that it shows up is on IMDb. Of course, don't get me wrong. But
Pat Jablonski. Dude,
Samuel Ray Jablonski.
Adam Gold, congratulations. You get comment of the show. That's fantastic.
And
Who is the color timer in Forrest Gump?
the color timer?
Yeah, it's movie credit.
Oh,
It's a movie credit. Every movie has a color.
that was probably Brendan Shanahan too.
Yeah,
Uh,
probably.
Todd Ewan.
Todd the Animal.
Todd the Animal
I
Ewan.
used to like him.
Yeah.
You have another question for Bill? We have another question for Bill.
Oh, all right. Here we go.
Okay. Well, is it like, are you looking up questions?
No,
Okay.
I don't care.
Is that fair?
No.
All right. Knowledge against knowledge. Knowledge against knowledge. Okay. All right. Fine. Fine.
Okay, I can do this with my wife. Okay. All right. You can see your phone right there. All right, what's your question?
Who took the Blues' first penalty shot in history? And it was 1968.
1968.
Who
took the first penalty shot in Blues history?
That's a hit for Jeff. That you think you guess.
Can I guess after? We always want to guess. I want to guess. Don't give the answer away.
It's a ponder thing. Sorry. Didn't do very well. Does this guy look like he should be eating a hoagie at all times?
So the question is, board or who took
Who took
the first penalty shot in Blues history?
1968.
1968.
Ron Schott.
I
is- Well,
would like to say Bobby Plager.
no. It was Jimmy Roberts.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I got Roberts and Plager.
That's what it was.
I'm sorry. I heard that. I had heard it before. I was thinking Plager.
That's why I'm 0 for 3.
Again,
Good
you
question.
win nothing because you are my wife.
Good.
You do not win.
Good question. That's a good question.
Let's not do this next time.
So,
yeah, apparently we should be
Thank
doing
you.
Stump, Ponder, and Price. Not
well,
Bill.
I was wrong. I was wrong that time too.
That's true. I'm 2 for 3. I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, at the end of the night, we can do some. I've got some hockey meets pop culture questions for all of you.
Ooh, hockey meets pop culture, he says.
So I got as another player who should have an increased role this season, and the reason why I say that is because of what he's practicing now. We talked about it a little bit, practicing the one-timer, trying to absorb some of Perron's role. Not
Especially
necessarily
power play.
Yeah,
right.
and not an increased production per year last season. So production-wise, he was fantastic. Hard to top that for him necessarily. But I think as far as an increased role, as far as power play responsibility is to do a little bit of what Perron did, one-timer on the wing, kind of a thing. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I see that.
So I'm excited to hear that he's evolving his game. Like I had not heard that he had been working on his one-timer. I'm excited to hear that. Like at this point in his career, still trying to get better and not resting on his laurels. Last year, was such a great season for him.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see him on the power play. I think again, I think he did realize the minute Perron left, I have to be the one-time guy on the power play. And so if that's really what he's been working on this summer, we could see an even more improved Tarasenko.
Ruby said he looks better.
Yeah.
As far on the one-timer. So that's
Don't get how a guy at his caliber
I know, right?
wasn't working on this back when he was a teenager.
I don't understand that at all.
Because he's such a good goal scorer. And think about when he was, I'm say when he was in his prime. I guess he's kind of still in his prime. Just think about all those you had 20, 30 goals out of him. If he would have been able to one-time the puck, how many more goals would he have had?
So we got the lines that have been being rolled out in practice. Let me know what you guys think about these lines. So the first line, we got Saad, O'Reilly, and Cairo. Second line, Buchnevich, Thomas, Tarasenko, Steve Buchnevich.
Steve Buchnevich.
To bring our show meme back from
Yes.
last year.
Steve Buchnevich.
And who's in goal? Why not Bennington?
Why not Bennington?
And you skipped ahead, but okay. We got Neighbors on the third line, Toropchenko or Levo, Achari or Walker on the fourth, which I guess is Toropchenko tonight, right?
So, Levo, you guys know that there's a great Boz Scaggs song about Levo, right? Oh, Levo.
Yeah.
Whoa. You like
I know
that?
it. I know it now. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So awkwardly pause the show and just stare at you.
Right. Let's. So next live show, we're going to replace Jeff Ponder sings.
Yeah, sings
Yeah,
like,
we'll have karaoke next show.
Yeah, sings one line of a song. Name that tune. And then defense, we got Letty and Pareko, Krug and Falk, and Mikola and Bertuzzo, which hopefully no one gets hurt because that it's not that. If someone gets hurt, we're looking at, this has to be the lowest that our defense can go. I think it would be. I like our defense more than most people.
I don't.
I do.
I just have to agree
I do.
to disagree there because I like the Letty Pareko pairing. I think that we saw a lot of good stuff out of that pairing last year. But in full time this year, seeing it all season, I think that'll be great. But I still just don't think this deep enough to compete. And now compete as in win a Stanley Cup. I think this is a playoff team. I think the defense gets them through the regular season. But I think we need just a little tweak. Add someone else. And I think this defense is a lot better.
Do you think that someone else was Scott Perunovich?
No,
I do.
I would have wanted more from than a Perunovich, but
I do.
Perunovich would not hurt this defense. I'll tell you that. He would be right there with Bortuzzo, right on that thing. You got a guy on that third pairing that can put up goals and assists left and right.
See, I think Mikko and Perunovich would have been nice.
Yeah.
On that third pairing.
Yeah.
You'd sit Bortuzzo.
Yeah.
Over Mikko.
I would. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Depending on the opponent.
Yeah.
I agree. I would totally have platooned the third end, right? It's depending on who the opponent is. You're rolling Bortuzzo in one game, Perunovich out that game, Mikko out the next game, whatever. I'm excited to see if Nick Leddy can bring stability to Colton Pareko's game, right?
I hope.
Pareko is so up and down and so inconsistent over the last few years of retirement. I am hoping that Nick Leddy is the guy that can settle him down.
I saw you go into the bathroom about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I said, Gretzky,
Yes, sir.
and you're just coming out. That's a long time.
I came back. This is my second.
Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
gonna say, I saw
Wait
earlier.
a second. That was a long time
Yeah,
ago.
this is my second round.
Okay, all right. Just checking.
Man.
Don't go in there.
So apparently Kurt will time you when you go to the bathroom.
It was 22 minutes and 14 seconds. That's a new state record.
That's great.
He left a great one in the bathroom.
Yeah, it's
Jeff,
6:10.
Mary Ponders says in the YouTube chat, what should I do?
What? Is she seriously asking me questions? Jessica, do you hear this? Mom is in the chat and she's asking, Shay won't eat. What do I do? Are you kidding me? My mom's watching our son. I don't know. Mom, get off. Jeez.
I mean,
Take him to McDonald's. Get
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
doesn't eat. He's not going to start.
Yeah, trust me. Trust me, that kid eats plenty. You don't need to worry.
Just wrap it in syrup or chocolate syrup or
Jenner, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not watching tonight. I don't care.
So Blues power play lines. Huge strength last season for the Blues power play. That drove this team last season. Bailed them out a lot during the season and helped in the playoffs. It has continued in the preseason, their power play as well. So the loss of Perron, a concern to some degree. Hopefully that can be absorbed. But the lines in practice are Barbashev in front of the net, Thomas, Bushnevich, and Tarasenko across the
Flat.
and then Krug up at the point. So Barbashev, Thomas, Bushnevich, Tarasenko, and Krug. I do too. I love Bushnevich.
How weird
I love
is
Barbashev.
that this Blues power play unit does the top power play unit, dude, O'Reilly or Jen. And
I know.
I dig it. I think it's a great line.
And the second line is Saad in front, Cairo, O'Reilly, and Shen across the middle, and then Falk at the point. So I like that one too.
I mean, how about the fact that Cairo is on that second unit and he's an 80 points last year?
Yeah.
He's on your second unit.
So Tarasenko is going to be taking the one-timer from the right wing on that first power play. So look for that tonight. On the power play, let's see if Tarasenko gets one-timer off on the right wing on the power play.
Right.
You know they're going to try it.
Right. And Bart being the guy in front of the net, he's been very effective at that. I mean, he had a career year in goals last year. And, I'm excited to see him there. But, he kind of gets the moniker of the only guy dumb enough to stand in front of him. So hopefully Tarasenko's got it down and doesn't injure him.
Yeah, so I'm looking for the power play. The power play should be good. It was good in the preseason. Not that a lot carries over, in the preseason and to the regular season. But it's just nice to see it since it was good last season. It's also good in the preseason. It's just consistency.
I think let's talk a little bit about goaltending. And just because we need to start considering a wrap.
Yeah.
I want to
15
ask Bill.
minutes.
Bill, you had a prediction question for us.
Yeah, so we're getting into predictions. The goalie question: how many starts do you guys think Bennington gets? Last year, or his career high
50.
starts? His career high starts is 50.
Yep.
What does he get this year?
I think he needs to, and that's not a knock on Grice. I think Grice plays well. I think that alleviates the need for Bennington to play a ton of games. But I think I'd like to see him play like 58 games.
I'm gonna say 53. That's I think he's gonna go above the above. And let's keep in mind too, if there's any injuries, the Blues aren't gonna worry because they'll be able to call up Hofer. And I think that's a guy they're comfortable putting in net. But yeah, I could see him, barring injury, of course. I'm gonna say 53 games.
I think the number is 60.
Okay.
I think
like it.
I think he has got to be the guy.
Yep.
And if again, you guys don't think preseason's gonna roll over into the regular season, Bennington's had a great. He's started to see. Enjoy.
By the way, bye to my brother and sister-in-law, Stan and Aaron. Thanks for coming, guys. We appreciate it. Enjoy the game tonight. Bring us a winner.
Or else. It's Columbus, for God's sake.
Without line A.
From the Mid-East.
Without line, yeah.
So yeah, I think the number's got to be high. I don't expect. I'm not big on Grice as the backup. If you have to rely on Grice, it's not going to be good. I think Bennington found it last year in the playoffs against Colorado, and he's got to carry that over.
Hey, you know what? Let's go and ask this question right now. Anybody else for trivia? We got any hands in the air? Let's get some hands in the air. Anybody want to do trivia?
Who would like to win a prize? There are prizes.
We have prizes for you.
Prizes left. Blues trivia.
Not a lot of people left as people are heading to the game, which is great. Good. Let's get us a winner.
It's multiple choice.
I might make Amy play trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might make Amy do it. Yeah, I think Amy's going to do it. Amy's going to do it.
I think she just said she knows everything. Okay, I bring her up. There you go.
Yeah, I'll be honest here. We pretty much let other tables use everybody at the table, so I will be nice and let you use these very informal Blues fans next to you as well. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. By the way, this is I don't think I have anything more around this answer. Do we?
What?
I'm not going to look through it. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, look for a question where O'Reilly is the answer and ask her that one.
She wants.
Yeah.
She has to do it.
Yeah.
I don't really have any, so too bad. Who's the cutest Blues player? Who is Ryan O'Reilly? I agree.
Jordan Bennington.
She says Jordan Bennington.
I don't see it.
Bennington. I think they're both attractive. Don't get me wrong. But I gotta
Really?
go
Bennington?
by my style.
Really? Hey, look, Bennington looks. I mean,
Well, that's not your question. You have not won yet.
So I've got one for Amy.
Yeah.
Right? So, what chain restaurant was Ryan O'Reilly investigated for DWI going through drive-through trunk?
So the question is, what chain restaurant?
Canadian.
Did Ryan O'Reilly drive
Canadian
What
chain restaurant.
Chain restaurant was Ryan O'Reilly charged, right?
He was investigated for.
Investigated for crashing his car into the site. And Tim Hortons is correct. Ryan, if for whatever reason you overhear this, I'm sorry that was the trivia question. That's not very fair. But hey, Amy, congratulations. You get a Stanley Park Cup Memorial Trophy.
Fuck, whatever. Well done.
All right.
Yeah, we should.
11 minutes.
We have 11 minutes to go, give or take. I don't want to cut anybody else's time.
Do you want to shit on Dom?
All right, you're cut off, Jeff.
Do we want to talk about Dom and where the Blues are predicted
Uh,
to finish?
Columbus.
Yeah, I mean, the Dom's model hates the Blues.
Everyone knows that Dom sucks.
Dom's model picked the Blues to finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth. Yeah, I have 6.
Fifth in the Central.
Fifth in the Central playoff, 50%.
91 points out of
Someone's
the
clapping.
Yeah, who's clapping?
Blues out of the playoffs. What?
Oh,
another
you have a stump Bill question?
All right.
Stump
Okay,
the
hang
panel.
on. Let me get the microphone on you.
We're gonna stump the panel.
We have another question from Mary. Here we go, Mary.
Craig Janney.
Jamie is correct. Very nice.
Some of the best St. Louis Blues.
Do you know who
trivia.
Brendan Shanahan was traded?
No, I don't. Who was it?
Mary, do you know who Brendan shit for? Chris Pronger. There you go. There you go. Good job. Arguably the greatest blue of all time.
It's not arguable.
It's a few
No,
players.
no, it's not arguable.
You got Hull. You got.
He re-
Yeah, I mean.
No, Hall, no.
Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
saying,
for best drunk uncle, Brett Hall wins. Don't get me wrong.
That's the investment in the cannabis.
Oh, that's right.
Him and Kelly Chase.
Kelly Chase.
Yep. So tonight against Columbus.
Yeah.
Not the sexiest opponent for a home opener, but the Blues and Blue Jackets, they've been big preseason matchups, right? Like
Split.
Well, I'm saying like they seem to always play the Blue Jackets a lot in the preseason,
Right.
2 or 3 times.
Right, because it's an hour flight.
Yeah, and it's funny because they're not even in the same conference
Right.
as the Blues.
And they're
in the Mid-East, we're in the Midwest. Yeah. But Columbus, and again, this is going to be a reoccurring theme with anything you hear about the Blues. They've already played in 2 games this year. They lost to Carolina on Wednesday, and then last night in their home opener, their newest player, though, Johnny Gaudreau from the Calgary Flames, did score his first as a Blue Jacket last night.
Good.
So
Get that out of the way for tonight.
yeah, right, because he's not going to score anything.
No.
I'm going to, you know what? I'm just going to, I know we're going to talk about predictions at the very end of the show. Getting a shutout tonight.
Oh, what?
I'm saying it.
You can't-
I'm saying it. I'm in Cardinals Nation. They
Okay,
can't hear me.
So what's the rule with shutouts? Can you say that they're going to get one before the game starts?
Yes.
Before the game starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The minute the puck drops, I'm not saying that word.
All right.
Bill, I'm goalie.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
So if I was in the locker room with you, Bill, and we're getting ready to play, and I
That's
said,
different.
You're pitching a
That's
shutout tonight, Bill.
different. That's right before the game.
That would not go over too well.
I'm telling you right
It would
now.
not go over too well.
I'm telling you right now. Brian O'Reilly skated Jordan Bennington warm-ups right
Right.
now and was
Right.
like, "Hey, you're getting a shutout tonight." No, that's different. That doesn't count.
You know what bothers me is that the broadcast crew, Kelly and Panger, who do a great job, fantastic job, but Kelly has said on the air he is outspoken about not being. So he will say shutout on the air while what's going on, and it just and you see social media explode every time it happens.
Well, I think it really does drive Darren Payne nuts, and he tries to hide it. I think that's
It's
I
part of
think
their
that's
back
what
and
it is.
And he's a goalie, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so fun.
part of their back and forth for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a bold prediction.
I think the Blues are going to come out strong. I'm really thinking we're going to see a real good Blues team game tonight.
I said in like the 5-2 ballpark.
I'm going to go 2-0.
Okay.
2-0.
I'm thinking, okay, well, Columbus allowed the most goals they've ever allowed in their history last season, and they haven't done a whole lot defensively. Goaltending.
They've had a couple guys that have grown, like
But-
a Brunovich type.
and the
that-
Blues are a high-scoring team. Allow a lot of goals. We score a lot of goals. I'm thinking,
But I like Elvis
you know what?
for Merzlikins as their goalie.
and you
I
know
think
what?
he's a great goalie.
Season openers are weird. So I mean, stuff happens, and they've already played 2 games. They might have the legs under them a little bit better than the Blues, but they played last.
Yeah.
So they might be a little tired, coming into the game. So I mean, all kinds of things factor in. I think the Blues score 4 or 5.
They had their home opener last night, which means Merzlikins would have played. So who gets to start for them?
No, Tarasov played
Tarasov.
last night.
Tarasov played, so
Yeah.
we get Merzlikins.
So we're getting
tonight.
Merzlikins
Yeah,
tonight.
so we're getting the better of the 2 goalies, and it'll be tight.
That's tight. That's tight.
We got. Sorry.
Ah,
No, it'll be a good one.
No line A tonight.
We
Either.
gotta say we
Right.
mentioned Line A is out tonight. Who's one of their best goal scorers?
He's out.
Obviously, getting a guy like Gaudreau helps.
Yeah, Line is out 3 to 4 weeks with an elbow sprain. Season opener versus Carolina.
yeah.
So no 5-goal game against the Blues like he had 4 years ago.
yeah.
We remember that was awful.
That was awful.
Yeah, that was
Terrible
awful.
game.
That was right before the changeover to from Yo to
Yeah, that was a
It
Mike
wasn't-
Yo game.
It wasn't
for sure.
that game because that was the Kings
That was.
game.
I think that was the game though where the Blues
Right.
fans really started saying,
right. The writing
"Fire
was-
this head coach.
right,
This
the
dude is
writing was on the
awful."
wall.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it. So I don't know. I'm gonna say 4-1 Blues tonight. And as far as predictions go, I'm gonna say Barbashev gets the Blues first goal.
All right, I like that. I'm gonna go 2 goals
Ooh.
from Robert Bortuzzo.
Is it on the power play? Is it on the power play?
It is. It is.
Okay.
It is a power play goal.
All right. Yeah, and I'll just some more on the Blue Jackets. Somebody to watch out for who had a big preseason against the Blues. Yegor Chinakov. He had I remember a very nice breakaway goal against the Blues.
His name sounds inappropriate.
It does.
It sounds like it's a.
Yeah, I can see that. But a 2020 first round pick. He has 2 goals this season. Or sorry, 2 games played this season. No goals. Let's not forget about Cole Sillinger. His dad played for the Blues. Hey, let's ask this table here. Cole Sillinger. His dad played for the Blues. What was his dad? Now
You should know.
You should.
Guess a name that might be yours.
So his letter is M, and it's an Ike.
Mike Sillinger.
Mike
There you go.
Sillinger. Man, give this guy a prize.
How many follow-up question? It's easy. How many NHL teams did Mike Sillinger run?
Oh my God.
I think all
Is
30,
it
right?
14? 18.
Yeah.
18.
NHL record. Played for
Yep.
18
Yep.
teams.
Brent Ashton.
I can't imagine that being broken. I just hope Boone Jenner kills the Blues.
Does he still play for them?
He does.
He is their captain.
He does.
What?
Yeah.
He's played both games, and he just always seems to score against the Blues. And so if we keep him from the scoreboard tonight, I think we'll be just fine. Boone Jenner.
Boone Jenner.
He's the guy to watch for me for Columbus against St. Louis.
I'm going to go with Chinakov. I think you watch out for the rookie Chinakov. He might have a big game. But Jordan Binnington will have a much bigger game. We got Jordan Binnington fans in the... All right. Yeah, we love Jordan in this town. We do.
No, we do. We do.
Give me a look for. What is
well,
that?
you know what? Well, if on social media, you get all kinds of junk.
Yeah,
But
stay away from social media.
that's a good idea. That's great. That is great advice. I agree with you, and so would Bill.
Amen.
So would Bill.
Amen.
Yes. But I think Binnington can easily be a scapegoat this season if he doesn't play well. They have a short rope with him first. Right, but sometimes you can blame the goalie. Sometimes it is the goalie's fault.
Oh, Bill's getting upset.
Look at you.
Bill's getting upset.
There are rules. I can't say way. But
Save
I've
it.
said to you on,
It's a case by case basis. Every goal
I've
is
said it to you on
case-
the rink before.
case by case. Every goal you analyze it. Is it his fault or is it not his fault? Every goal is different.
Yeah, they had to get through the whole team before getting to him.
Right, but if the team plays well and he allows us, I think I'm not going to blanket statement anything. I'm just going to say every goal, case by case basis. I'll analyze it. Is it his fault? Is it the defenseman's fault? Forward's fault? Nobody's fault? Maybe it's just a great play. I'm being very logical here.
I feel like 8 out of 10 times it's not goal.
Still can't verify the Shanahan answer for Forrest Gump. So I'm sorry. I don't. IMDb is not. It's like Wikipedia.
There's as
Anybody
good
can
of a
say.
chance that Eric Brewer was in that movie as Brendan Shanahan.
I've heard it was he made up a bunch of stuff for media guides. I'm not sure how it made it on IMDb.
But you want that he was in Me, Myself, and Irene.
Did I? I didn't.
Yeah, because I said that was the other movie.
No, I didn't. I'm taking your word for it.
This conversation needs to be had off air.
Yeah.
Our
Good stuff.
audience does not know
We-
what's happening.
good
We
stuff.
are at time.
We're at time.
So let's wrap up with where do the Blues finish? Where do the Blues finish in
this
the
season?
Central?
I think the Blues. You know what? Back for second and third. Screw it. I'm saying second. A lot of people are missing the playoffs. Finish fifth or sixth. No, I think they're going to finish second. I think they're going to get plenty of offense. I think the defense will be good enough, and I think the goaltending will be fine. I think Grice is a little better than what Bill says.
I agree.
But hopefully he is. I'm going to say second. I'm going to go a little bit of a homer pick. I wanted to say third, but I'm going to bump it up.
I'm going to go second. I'm going to say second as well. I think the Blues have a solid team. I don't think they've lost that much to where it's going to hurt them. I think younger guys are going to step up and play better. A guy like Toropchenko is going to have a great season. I think that this team is definitely destined for second place. Colorado will be first. I think we can all agree on that. And I think there's going to be some good competition here in the Central, but I just feel like the Blues, you look at the roster up and down, they should be, as long as Binnington doesn't have a lapse like he did mid last season, I think this team is destined for second place.
I'm going to be the naysayer. I've got us finishing fourth.
Ooh.
I think Colorado's going to.
Do they make the playoffs, Bill?
They do. They make it.
4 teams out of the Central.
Second
As the
wild card.
second wild card.
Second wild card. It's going to be
They
tight.
might play Colorado in the first round.
Does Nashville make it? Does Dallas make it?
Nashville and Dallas make it.
Oof.
Nashville,
I'm going to say Dallas doesn't.
Yeah, Dallas has, if Peter DeBoer can replicate his first year magic with teams, his first year in New Jersey, Stanley Cup final.
Okay.
First year in Vegas, conference final.
So as long as someone else's team he's taking.
Great, as long as it's somebody else. And Dallas has this weird mix of veterans and really good young players. And Jake Ottinger, I am like right now he's like my favorite non-Blues goalie in the NHL. I believe in him.
I love him.
I really think that they are going to finish above the Blues in the standings. I think Nashville will as well, just because I really loved the acquisition of Ryan McDonough, and they were able to. They've got that great core, and I think they're going to put it together this year.
Okay.
Guys, this has been a blast.
Yeah.
Right? We had a good time tonight. Joe, let's hear it, guys. Hey, everybody listening, Joe, our DJ for the night. Let's give him a round of applause. Joe's a great job. And let's also thank the wait staff. You guys have been awesome. I have not had an empty glass this whole show, so I really appreciate that. Make sure you take care of your wait staff as you leave or as you hang out with us for watching the Blues home opener. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the show. We had a great time and love it here at Cardinals Nation. So thank you very much.
Support for Let's Go Blues Radio is brought to you in part by Ideal Life, the world's only truly personalized vitamin platform based on a health assessment of your. Visit rockinthatIdealLife.com for more information. That's rockinthatIdealLife.com and get 10% off by emailing Dustin at rockinthatIdealLife@gmail.com and tell him Let's Go Blues Radio sent you. And by Center Ice Brewery, St. Louis Stacy hockey themed beer. Please check out your local beer vendors for availability. That's Center Ice Brewery beer. Please drink responsibly. That'll wrap up episode 3 of season 11 of the original St. Louis Blues Hockey Podcast. Let's Go Blues Radio from Cardinals Nation. Again, thank you very much for having us. We really had a lot of fun here tonight. You can, thanks to those participating on YouTube and Facebook live chats during the live show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. For Jeff Ponder, Imbo Day, I'm Kurt Price. Until next time, everyone.
Wait. I'm going to interrupt you, Kurt. 3 of us, I think we got to do, everyone in the bar. Let's go Blues on the count of 3. All right, let's all do it. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go Blues!
Do you like hockey? Of course you do. Do you like beer? Of course you do. Are you 21? Let's hope so. If you answered yes to all of those questions, run on down to your local beer distributor and pick up a 2-4 of Old Arena Lager, the Beauty IPA, or any other delicious hockey-themed beer from Center Ice Brewery. That's right, Center Ice Brewery beer is available at various beer stores around town, so check around for the one closest to you. That's Center Ice Brewery. Let's go Blues.
The Chiefs are at home tonight against Sport at the War Memorial at 8. Good seats are still available.
A look at sports.
I think that went very well.
Thank you for listening to Let's Go Blues Radio. Now take off, hosers.
I want you to have a heart attack and die so that we never have to do this shit again.
Well, there's 90 minutes of your life you'll never get back. Sorry.
St. Louis Blues, St. Louis Blues. Have you heard the news about our St. Louis Blues? They've only just